What are you trying to say? Reverse sweep. Tampa wins the next 4 straight. And we walked away. That's not a real positive sign. All right. So we got game 3 tonight. Lightning versus Avalanche. All of the marbles. All of the marbles. All of the jacks. All of the jump ropes. All the toys. This game is definitely for all the toys. If Tampa wants any chance, any opportunity, in proving Stu and I right, because we picked Tampa in 6, any chance of that, clearly, they need to win tonight. Now, Burakovsky's out. Braden Point is also out. There was a few of us that were kind of noticing he didn't look right. He was lifting that leg up as he was making turns. Tried to gut it out, but Niley Rash. Yeah, we're just going to call him Nash draws in. You know who I'm talking about. On the stream tonight, too. Like everybody's names, I'm absolutely screwing it up. I can't talk today. Riley Nash draws in. Braden Point is out. 4-3 Tampa in overtime. That's what we're going with. So that should make you Avalanche fans pretty happy, huh? I'm perfect so far this series. Perfect. What the hell is Tampa going to do? I don't know what they're going to do here. You're going to see Colorado come out, and I don't think they're going to try to play like the typical road game, like survive the first 10 minutes. I think Colorado's going to come out flying and try to get an early goal and get a lead. Tampa hasn't had a lead yet in this series, so you know they're going to be feeling it. And what's Vasilevsky going to look like? All right, I even screwed up his name. You see what I'm saying? I can't talk. Let's move on to the end of the first period. 4-3 Tampa in overtime. That's the prediction. I'm going to go try to put some new lips or teeth in. I can't talk today for some reason. Alright, so we have a game. We don't have a series quite yet, but we definitely have a game. So, Colorado scores first twice, right? They get a weak goal. Now, on one hand, you could call it weak. Obviously, the first shot that, you know, Vasilevsky gave up, he was expecting it to be a hard shot to his left, and the puck fluttered and went in. And it just looked all sorts of bad. However, by the hair of my chinny chin chin, the puck had come out of the zone, and it made the play offsides. So, Tampa got yet another life, and then Colorado still scored first. And then at some point in the first period, Tampa Bay decided, oh, that's right. We need to score goals to win hockey games. And Cirelli does it all on his own. And again, it kind of looked bad, right? He'll say that he meant to just let the puck slide in. He'll say that he didn't whiff on the shot and screw it up, but it doesn't matter. Puck goes in the back of the net, and then a couple minutes later, Colorado does something which they hardly ever do, which is they made a defensive boo-boo. They kind of screwed up on defense, and it's 2-1 Tampa. Now, is this going to continue? Vasilevsky doesn't look right to me. He doesn't look right. Right? I mean, he's making the saves. Both guys have made some pretty good saves. Kemper's definitely made some good saves. Vasilevsky's made a couple, but he looks a little bit shaky. He's given up really big rebounds. Doesn't look 100% right. Other thing for Tampa is Paul got hurt. He got shoved down kind of awkwardly. Normal play, nothing dirty. But as he went down, looked like his leg buckled. He went off to the bench to try to fight it off, and he looks in a lot of pain. So he looks like his night be done. I can't talk. It looks like his night might be done. It's 2-1 Tampa. That I can say. That much I know I can say. On our way, I'm sticking with it. 4-3 Tampa in overtime. All right? We've got to have a series here. I cannot tolerate the possibility of starting to hear about the brooms after this game. It's too much too soon. It's bad enough they changed it to Stanley Cup Final instead of Finals, whatever the hell that's all about. Yeah. Let's head on to the second period and see how this goes. So, how do I put this? how do I put this? Avalanche fans, don't throw anything at me. All right? I'm sure you're all just assuming this was a bad period of play. I will not mention that Tampa Bay was down 2-0 against the Rangers, and the Rangers had the lead in Game 3, and then we know what happened. I'm not going to bring that up at all. So, Tampa Bay decides, I was wondering how they were going to play, right? You're kind of figuring, you know, they've got to try to play the shutdown defensive style that they played against the Panthers and the Rangers, and instead, tonight, what they have decided to do is take Colorado's speed and kind of use it against them a little bit. They're kind of shoving it right back down their throats. Colorado looks as un-Colorado-ish as Tampa did in Game 2. This is a hell of a back and forth. This is a heavyweight battle. This is a beautiful series so far if this continues. The Tampa Bay did not shy away. They didn't say, okay, we're going to try to play a 2-1 squeaker and lean on Vasilevsky. They are playing Colorado's game and beating them. Bad. Holy crap. Okay then. Now, I know a lot of fans, you know, I wondered after Game 2, saying how much of the fact that Tampa looked so bad was the altitude. You know, teams do get gassed. That is a real thing. I mean, this certainly looks like a different team on the ice tonight. You don't want to blame it on the altitude, you do. That's fine. I'm just saying something changed. Something changed, because holy crap, these guys are on fire. And it's not like on an individual basis. I mean, you know, Colorado still, I mean, McKinnon's still playing well. Landeskog's playing well, right? You know, but defensively, they're just not able to keep up with what Tampa's doing right now. And then they pull Kemper, which I was surprised. This is not his fault. It's not his fault. I mean, has he looked... He doesn't look like Patrick Waugh out there, but, I mean... none of those goals was I really... At no point did I think, oh my God, they got to pull Kemper to save the game. So now you got Francois in there. And who knows what's going to happen there. It's not good when you start pulling your goaltender with a 2-game lead in the Stanley Cup Finals. I mean, I know it's 5-2 at that point. That's kind of a panicky move. That's a little bit panicky. I'm not a fan of that just yet. If he would have given up 6, okay, but I don't think he deserved to be pulled. Just my opinion. All right, so now Tampa's going to hold on, win this game. I was obviously wrong about the score again. Boy, somebody on the last video mentioned in the comments they took the over. Bet who would have thought we'd be taking the over in all of these games, right? It's already 8 goals scored here today. Nick Paul comes back. I guess his night's not over, although he's really gutting it out. He started the party. He gets the first goal, and it has just been an onslaught. Beautiful. All right, we got a series. Let's finish this off. You know, 1 minute, you're Darcy Kemper, starting goaltender for the Colorado Avalanche with a 2-0 lead. You've played the first period to give up a couple of goals. No problem. You've made some nice saves. And the next thing you know, it's 5-2. You're pulled, and the announcers are talking about, I don't think you can go back to Kemper. You got to stay with Francois. Man, that's some ungrateful ingrates. Yeah, that's what I would call that. So, 6-2. Nothing happened in the third period but a bunch of rough and tumble stuff, right? Just got chipped, just a complete chippy third period. Didn't learn anything new. We already know Pat Maroon's not going to fight anybody, so Pat Maroon didn't fight nobody. Meanwhile, we've got a series, and now if you look at it, right? I mean, Game 1 was a microcosm of the series, and the series was Game 1 was all Colorado, then all Tampa, then Colorado won in overtime, so it was basically even with the Colorado win. Then Game 2 was all Colorado. Game 3 has been all Tampa. It's about as evenly played as you could get, pretty much. Now, I'm sure Colorado fans will be disagreeing with that and say you really had one bad period, and that's fine. That's fine. Just like we said, we'd find out if the Lightning were done after Game 2. Now we will find out if the Avalanche, how can we put this? I don't want to trigger you guys and say if they're going to pull something like the Rangers pulled, because that'll just get everybody freaked out in the comments. So I'm not going to say that. But maybe they could pull a Toronto. They could pull a Toronto. Huh? Just saying. Don't count Tampa out. Do not do it. I know you guys are flying high, 7-0. It's still just one game at a time, baby. It's still just one game at a time. And at the end of that recap, what did I say? I couldn't quite get it out, but what I said was Tampa is one good game away from being one good game away from the series being tied. They just had a good game, and now if they have anything close to this again Wednesday night, it's 2-2. It's 2-2. Tampa already knew they were going to have to steal one at home, steal one in Colorado. So, Avalanche fans, what do you guys want? Who do you want to be in goal? Can I interest you in Sergei Bobrovsky? May I interest the Colorado Avalanche fans now? We happen to have a goaltender, a spare one. He's a little expensive. It's $10 million, right? Because we've got this other guy, Spencer Knight. We believe he might could be ready. So what do you guys think? Huh? How about this? Right? You guys like defensemen. We'll throw in. No, you don't need. They don't need any of our players. I'm talking to myself now. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, we could throw you Bobrovsky, but there's nobody that we have that really you guys would want. What the hell do you want with any of our players? You already made the finals. Damn it. Take them anyway. Anyway, so Colorado, you guys have goalie issues. So I mean, you wouldn't think it, right? You had the second best record in the league, but this is again now, right? I mean, I know Kemper got hurt the first time, but then, the last game they let Francouz in, then they went back to Kemper. Now they've gone to Francouz. It's not good, and yet you guys still could win a cup doing this. So we'll see how that works out. I don't know. I would like to go back to Kemper. I didn't think that this was his fault. What do you guys think? I didn't think this was his fault. So Tampa Bay just played a ridiculous hell of a couple of periods until everybody just calmed down there goal-wise in the third period. I don't understand that. To me, there's been two moments in this series right now. Number one, the ridiculous pinball wizard goal in overtime that won Colorado that game. And this tonight, when you take out Kemper like that, it's a panic move. I don't like it. You're up 2-0. Yeah, it's 5-2, but it's not like he's been getting roasted, right? It's not like this is James Reimer folding in the third period here, okay? So you I don't like it. You could hurt the dude's confidence. Just put it that way. You're gonna roll the dice with Francouz against the Lightning the rest of the way. Okay. I don't like it. I don't like it. I feel like Colorado in that moment kind of said to Tampa, "You have some momentum. Here, have some more." Not a fan. Not a fan of that. So, all right. We have a series. Beautiful. I love it, I love it, I love it. And my prediction and Stu's prediction of Tampa Bay in 6 is still alive. Haha. Stu and I will be back in the morning. Appreciate lots of new people watching. It took a couple of minutes for the Colorado fans. Speaking of which, Colorado fans, you guys had one mean guy in the comments, and he's been nicer, so it's fine like that. But some of you It took you a couple of minutes. Like there's some of the other fan bases kind of get me. But let me give you a big hint. This is a clue. If you're watching a hockey recap and the guy has a giant Kermit the Frog behind him, maybe don't take everything he says as like he's being dead serious, like you're watching ESPN and this is a professional hockey outfit. All right? These are not my teams. I'm not taking this seriously. I'm just having a boatload of fun with this, to be honest with you. So if I say something that's a little bit questionable, I fucking play with puppets. That should clue you in. Right? Okay? It's fun. This is fun. That's why I want the series to last so long. That's why I'm pro Tampa now that, you know, I had some other Avalanche fans asking why I'm pro Tampa. 20-25% of my channel is Tampa Bay Lightning fans, including the people that support me on Patreon and the YouTube memberships. So, and Colorado swept us in the finals. I know Tampa swept us this year, but we made it to the finals once. Colorado swept us. Go Lightning. All right. Stu and I will be back in the morning, and then I'll have something out tomorrow. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do. You know, Barry Trotz is in foreign teams. He's not going to make a decision until the 1st. So the Panthers aren't going to probably have any news until then. So we'll just have to start making shit up. I don't know. We'll find something. And then Wednesday back here. All right, 1 hour before the game, we'll do a pregame live stream. Those are fun. I give away Panthers merchandise. And then the recap. And then I'm hoping the sucker goes at least, let's just do 7. I know I said Tampa in 6. Let's do 7. Let's just get to game 7, and that will be the game in Colorado that Tampa steals. I like it. Some of you don't like that, but I like that. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.